All right, welcome back everybody to episode 7 of S&J Sports Talk. My man Jonathan, how you living?
Hey, I'm living good, living good.
You living good, man. Y'all know we want to get these videos out to you all at least once a week. This has been 2 weeks. We had some difficulties. We had some technical difficulties. My man, how you feeling post-COVID?
I'm all right, man.
You doing all right?
Had me out for like one night, but
okay.
Hey, I bounced back.
You back in the swing of things now. I wanted to do a podcast, but I was like, I don't want to sit up here and do a podcast without my partner, without my co-host. I said it wouldn't be the S&J Sports Talk show. So we had to wait. About 2 weeks ago, I think we put out our last episode, and we just, had to take a little time. But we're back. We're back, y'all. So welcome back. Appreciate y'all bearing with us on time. We've gotten a lot of suggestions in the last 2 weeks of people telling us topics to speak on, things they want to hear, so we appreciate that. Make sure you press the subscribe button. Make sure you like the content, thumbs up the content, and definitely share the content on your social media pages so we can spread the word about S&J. What's going on, Jonathan?
Not much, man. What about you?
Man, I've basically been waiting on you to get back on here. I was like, man, we had so much to talk about. The Memphis Grizzlies win streak, stuff going on with the Lakers and trade rumors. The NFL playoffs started at the wild card. So it's been a lot of stuff going on. But I'm glad that you're doing better, man. I'm glad that you will and that we back on here. And I think you're back at school now, right?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Getting back into the swing of things, you know what I'm saying?
Are there a lot of students back at the school, or is it?
Yeah, there's a few students missing.
There's a few students missing? Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. We got stories to talk about that. But yeah, man, so what we got to talk about today?
Hey, let's get into it. Let's do the trivia first.
Trivia, okay. All right, so the trivia is on me this time?
It's on you.
Okay, all right. Let's do some trivia.
So you did some get to know you last time.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to do some get to know you.
Okay.
Time, right?
All right. Get to know you.
Just got 3 simple questions, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right. The first one is, what kind of music are you into?
What kind of music am I into?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm into music that hits the soul.
Right.
And not to sound cliche, some people say I'm into a little bit of everything. I can be into any genre of music, but the music has to hit the soul. Whether it's the lyrics be relatable, the jazz is putting you in a rhythm and a flow. I like actual soul music, a lot of old school music. I like hip hop. I like love songs. Sometimes I just might have the love playlist going. So I like a lot of different stuff. But if I were to give you a top genre, like what's my go-to, I'm normally putting on some jazz, or I'm normally putting on some old school soul music. I like soul and blues music. So yeah, I'm a smooth, calm individual. I like to think so.
Fair enough. All right. What is your favorite holiday?
Oh man, my favorite holiday? That's a great question. My favorite holiday, the one I have the most fun with, is going to be, oh man, my favorite holiday, let's say Christmas. I'm going to say Christmas. Christmas is my favorite. Now, I'm not big on all the gift giving. I don't like always having to do the gift giving. We come from a big family, so it's like kind of tough to do gift giving for everybody. But I like the fact that it's the end of the year and we're about to start the new year. So that's why I like, for some reason I do like Christmas. Everybody's in a good mood and good spirit. So yeah, that would be my holiday. You ask good questions, man.
Alrighty, then we got, who's your favorite NBA player growing up?
Ooh, great question. Favorite NBA player growing up would have been Tracy McGrady. By far, Tracy McGrady. I liked Kobe a lot more in the later years, but growing up, Tracy McGrady was who I modeled myself after. I used to always watch him play, and I was like, okay, he was slow motion, but he was thoughtful. So Tracy McGrady, definitely. Yeah, that's great.
Definitely.
All right, so that's a little get to know you. I hope you all appreciate the artwork. We definitely had to bring in some extra artwork. We got a little bit of sticker artwork for you up here for your viewing. And definitely the Black Mamba is present in the S&J Sports Talk Show now.
Yeah.
So we definitely are going to keep adding to our studio here and bringing you more of this content. So man, what's been happening in the NBA? Let's talk about MVP candidates, because that's been coming up a lot in the media. It's MVP candidates. I think a lot of people have been talking about Giannis. A lot of people have been talking about Kevin Durant. People have been saying Steph Curry, and even LeBron James. You're right. Always, it seems like every year he could be. What's your thoughts on the MVP candidates this year, and why do you think?
It's still too early to tell, but
okay. So up until this point, we're right about the halfway point of the season.
Those names you mentioned, though, definitely in there.
Yeah.
They can definitely win it. They could definitely win it.
They all could definitely win it. Steph Curry has the three-point record this year.
That's cool. I'm saying right now, it's like towards the end of the season, I'd say Steph Curry might take it a little bit.
Okay, Steph Curry might take it?
Because of Clay getting back to the swing of things, defense won't be on him as much, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That might be a little something.
Right. What do you think about Kevin Durant's injured now, so he's probably going to miss a few weeks, so that's going to take away from his MVP case. For me, I still feel like he's an MVP. It's just, it's going to take away from his case. Yeah. What do you think about John Morant being an MVP? They've been starting to talk about him a little bit in the MVP conversation. He's doing some amazing things this year.
He is.
He is, but not MVP level above the other players.
Yeah, I don't think he's above the other players yet. Okay. He is doing good things, though.
He's doing great. MVP is tough, ain't it?
That's tough.
MVP is so many great players. Then you got Giannis. Giannis has been playing like a monster against everybody, all teams. There's not one team that has been like, man, Giannis just can't play good against the Warriors or against the Nets. No, he's beating everybody and playing good against everybody. So right now, let me see. Let's both give our takes on MVP. As of right now, if the season were to be over today, halfway through the season, I would say that the MVP is Curry. That's who I would say is the MVP. He's been struggling the last few games, but when you just look at the fact of where the record is at, they're number 2 on the list. That's because of Curry. That's because of Curry. He got the 3-point record this year, which is amazing. And anybody else you're talking about, Embiid, Giannis, even Joker, all of these people got worse records than Curry.
A lot of them been injured too.
A lot of them been injured, yeah. So I think Curry can afford to have a few bad game stretch in a long season, and still it's like when you look at everything he's done, and no one was expecting the Warriors to be this good this year. Without Clay, they took the number 1 seed without Clay, and Phoenix has the number 1 seed now. But I think I would go with Curry, man. What do you think?
I'm gonna go with Curry too.
You gonna go with Curry too? Okay. Yeah. Especially, and I'm not even.
Especially after you look at the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The numbers and the records he's broken. When you say most valuable player, I'm thinking if you took Curry off that team, they're not number 1 seed this year with just Draymond Green and no Clay. They're trying to get in the plans without him. You know
they're top 2 seed in the West, so I gotta give that to him. So that's MVP conversation. What else happening in the NBA? What's been happening?
What you think about the rumors with the Lakers trading and Russell Wilson getting benched?
Man, yeah. What happened with that? Russell Westbrook got benched.
It's around 3 minutes left, and Frank Vogel took him out the game.
Frank Vogel was like, "We pulling you out the game," and then did they win the game?
They lost.
So they took Russell Westbrook out the game
and lost.
And then they lost the game.
Yeah.
And everyone's talking about Russell Westbrook is the reason they lost the game. Man, I think the Lakers got some things to sort out.
They definitely do.
They got some things to sort out. You can watch when they play together. It's like y'all have talent, but you don't have chemistry.
Yeah.
You know, LeBron's definitely in a different season of his career where he still is like dominant, but he's not the same as he was. Like you don't see the same effort on defense and everything like that. Like he's reserving his energy more. Not his fault. It's just he's reserving his energy. He's older. Carmelo's older. So, and they don't have Anthony Davis right now. and when they do have him, they don't seem to be playing the best with him.
Yeah.
So I don't think there needs to be any too many major trades. I think they need to work with what they got. Hey, when you got a team, you stick with what you got, make it work, and go.
They still got another 40 games left too.
They do
figure things out.
They do.
I mean,
but that is kind of weird, him getting benched.
Yeah.
I don't think he should have gotten benched. I mean, I didn't see the game, so he might have been playing with effort.
I'm not sure about that coaching decision.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about Frank Vogel? Not a fan?
I mean, he's cool.
Okay.
But I think people have to remember the reason why he has the job. Because there was like Monte Williams.
Okay.
He's the coach for the Suns.
Okay.
He wanted to have the job, but they didn't want to give him his own coaching staff.
Oh,
so, like,
wow.
They wanted to pick everyone. Tyronn Lue, he wanted to have the job, but they wanted to pick his own coaching staff.
Okay.
Frank Vogel let them pick his coaching staff.
So Frank Vogel he got the position, but he had a staff already around him.
The staff, they
the
picked
Lakers
it for him. So it was like, that's, because they would have had, if they were to let them pick their coaches,
they would pick their own coaches. Yeah, that's a big difference. And then, of course, you're dealing with LeBron, that's like a player coach.
Yeah.
He's he plays...
Player GM.
Yeah, a lot different than any other player where it's like he knows so much about the game.
Right.
Sometimes you could tell the players aren't even listening to the coach. They're listening to LeBron, like, what do we need to do?
Yeah.
And so
they look to him.
That's interesting. Do you think the Lakers are going to figure it out by the playoffs?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Figure it out. I know some people say the Lakers aren't making the playoffs. Some people say the Lakers aren't making the playoffs. I said, that's not going to happen. The Lakers
LeBron's
are
not going to let that happen.
Yeah, they're going to make the playoffs, even if
it's
through the play-ins. They're going to make it. Yeah, the Lakers, they'll be okay. Russell Westbrook, he'll figure it out.
But that definitely does hurt the chemistry, though.
Mm-hmm.
Take him out, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's happening with, I got to ask about Sacramento Kings because they lost a few games. I was watching them the last couple of weeks, and I just haven't seen the same. It's almost like they don't believe that they're going to win. Sometimes they're playing, and it's like they're just happy just to be playing or making it. And I'm like, y'all got to see yourselves as like, hey, we're a top 8 team in the West, and maybe they're not, but you got to believe it to get there, and I don't see the belief all the time. So right now they're sitting at number 11.
Yeah, I mean, we're still in we're just right outside the play-ins.
We're outside the play-ins.
I'm not sure if we need any changes though. You know what I'm saying?
Who would you trade on Sacramento if you're trading somebody?
Right now, I wouldn't trade anyone, but I definitely see them trading someone.
Okay, you wouldn't trade Buddy Hield?
I wouldn't trade Buddy Hield.
If you could get a Ben Simmons, would you trade?
I would get a Ben Simmons.
You would take a Ben Simmons? Maybe give up. You might have to give up 2 people for Ben Simmons, like a Buddy Hield and
Harrison Barnes or someone like
Harrison Barnes, maybe Harrison Barnes.
Even a draft pick too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the Kings just got to get in the playoffs, man.
Yeah,
they're not even aiming for a championship.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So the teams right around them are Portland. And who's right? It's Portland's at 10, and San Antonio's underneath, and we're not worried about San Antonio.
No.
But Portland has that new, not new, but like a third-year player, Simmons. He's been doing very good with Damian Lillard out. Mm-hmm. So do you think Portland is going to outlast Sacramento Kings in this playoff run?
It's definitely possible. We got to see how they do without Dame, though, for a few weeks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he is in surgery or whatnot.
Right.
Coming back from it, so.
Right, yeah. Yeah, man, so that's in the West playoffs, and then in the East, you do have, with Brooklyn Nets, they're looking real nice. Kevin Durant's out for a few weeks.
Without Kevin Durant. James Harden doing.
Kyrie getting back in the swing of things, that's helpful. So, they got, man, it's going to be an exciting playoffs.
It is.
And, man, I can't wait till we do our when the playoffs are set, the rankings and brackets. Man, we're going to do the brackets. That's going to be amazing, man. We got a lot to go in on there. Is Memphis overrated? Memphis Grizzlies, are they overrated or are they nice?
They're nice. They're not, no, they are a threat.
Yeah.
If you, for a playoff team, they can definitely take you out.
They're young.
They're young. They got energy. You know what I'm saying?
They got energy.
So
they don't have all the experience.
Someone like the Lakers, that definitely could be.
Yeah,
fun.
they could run them. When I watch Memphis, man, they're just running down the court, sprinting, throwing up alley-oops. They recently went on the 11-game win streak, lost to Dallas. So
they definitely got to control their like finishing the quarters, you know.
Finishing the quarters.
Like when the game slows down for a little bit,
right?
That's when they kind of fall apart, you know.
Not getting emotional. Sometimes I've seen them get too emotional. So all those things you watch, you know, you can't. I think John Morant's what 22, 21 or something. 22. Like so, you can't even. I mean, man, like he's already doing great things and everything. I be wanting him to know, like they don't love you that much. Like they love you until you get injured. Like everybody's praising him.
They were talking about him like a month ago when he came back from his injury.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, you shouldn't never came back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
They were saying all types of stuff about him.
Wow.
They love him though.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Man, so yeah, I think Memphis Grizzlies is gonna shock some people in the playoffs. Is that if everyone's healthy,
he's gonna make it to the second round?
Yeah, because they're not gonna be a top. They're not gonna be a. They're going to be a top 4 seed. So if they're a top 4 seed, they're playing someone who's like
8 seed. Now you have to remember
7
though,
or 6.
The Western seed
West
is like
deep, huh?
they're only a few games apart compared to the East.
Yeah, that's true.
Different.
That's true. I think Memphis is going to shock some people. I think it's a tough matchup for a lot of people. They struggle with the bigs, though. They have some young bigs, but they don't have... Still, they do have Steven Adams back. They got Steven Adams back. That's a nice pickup. Because Steven Adams, rebounder, defense, blocking, just a solid player. He's a solid player. I liked him even back OKC. So I got to give him his props. So we're going to see, man. It's going to be exciting.
We're going to see.
It's going to definitely be exciting. What else is happening in sports talk? What else is going on?
Man, I mean, there's a ton of things. What do you think about, let's talk a little bit about Klay coming back.
Klay Thompson.
How you think the Warriors been doing with him?
I think they've been doing pretty good. Klay Thompson is working on getting in rhythm. That could hurt the Warriors because Jordan Poole was starting before Klay Thompson. Mm-hmm. And now without Jordan Poole starting, I've noticed that it's kind of thrown off his rhythm when he gets in the game. It's taking away minutes from people like him, Gary Payton Jr.
Yeah.
So it's changing the dynamics of course you would put Klay in over those guys, but it does change the dynamics up right now. It seems like, you know,
minutes, everything's switched.
Everything's switched up, and then of course Klay Thompson, it's gonna take him a while to get back in rhythm. He's hitting his shots, but you can tell by how he's moving, it's not as it's almost like he's still getting into the rhythm.
Yeah, still
you
getting
know?
into the flow.
So that could be something that, you know, they have to work out for this season. I think by the playoffs they'll be fine. Yeah. I really do. I think by the playoffs they're still going to be okay. So
they definitely a threat.
Great to see him back playing though.
Yeah.
You know, like I haven't seen Klay Thompson in a couple of years play.
Since 2018 finals, I'm pretty sure. 2019
finals, and it would be nice to see Kawhi Leonard play again.
Yeah,
I've missed seeing him play this year. I haven't even watched any Clippers games like that.
His ACL, he's still out from it.
He's still out, huh? Man.
Knowing him, he's probably just going to sit out the season.
Okay.
To be honest, but it's definitely possible he can come back and they make the playoffs or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Man, so any big trades you see coming up that are going to happen in the NBA? People have talked about Boston Celtics. They've talked about Ben Simmons, of course. A couple of teams have been talking about possibly trading people who have been disappointed, like Indiana, Atlanta Hawks. What do you think? Any big trades you could see coming up? Where do you think Ben Simmons will land?
I think Ben Simmons would definitely be traded.
Okay, definitely be traded.
I'm not sure where, though. I feel like they will find someone.
They'll find somebody, huh?
Yeah.
Because that's a talent, man, and he's just sitting out.
Wasted right
just
there.
sitting out, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But that's about the only trade I can see right now.
That's the only one.
Can't see anyone else.
Yeah. People really just got to work it out. It used to be that teams really would work it out year after year, and now it's like, after a month, oh man, this isn't working out. We're going to trade everybody.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just got to work things out, follow through on things, you know. So that's you know, that's kind of the roundup on the NBA right now. It's a lot of good basketball though. They're about to have the All-Stars. It's going to be interesting to see who makes the All-Star teams and who doesn't.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of great players playing right now, but some of the great players aren't even in the playoffs, you know. Yeah. Like Jason Tatum, Trae Young, even Brandon Ingram on New Orleans Pelicans. There's a lot of great players playing well.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, like their teams aren't doing too well. So we're gonna see with this All Star voting. I don't know exactly how they're doing all of it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see.
Definitely gonna see.
Yeah. What's your take on the NBA rookies this year?
NBA rookies?
Yeah, there's been some good rookies out there.
They looking good.
Cleveland surprised a lot of people.
They did surprise me. They shocked me. I wasn't expecting.
They looking nice, huh?
I wasn't expecting them to be that good. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But Mobley came in there and he's doing his little thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Plus he's tall and he's able to shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And he has a nice little touch, nice little jumper, knows where to be at on the court. He's nice.
Yeah, Caseberg is good too.
Caseberg?
Caseberg, Cunningham.
Oh, okay. I call him Cade Cunningham. You're right.
Cunningham, yeah.
He's nice. It's tough that Detroit's struggling like they are, man. I hate when rookies come in the league and just, struggling.
Who do you think is the best rookie right now?
The best rookie that I've seen play, I'd have to go with Mobley, actually. I've seen Cunningham play, but I got to go with Mobley because not only has Mobley had the stats, but his team is successful right now. I think they're sitting at the 5 or 6 spot in the East.
That's fair.
So I gotta give it to him. I don't see another rookie really doing that.
Though. He is.
You
good.
like the way he plays? Okay.
His team is just not there right now, though.
Okay.
That is true.
I feel you. Yeah, and that's not all his fault.
It's not all his fault.
I mean, who else does he have on the team? Who else is on Detroit? Exactly. Who else is on Detroit right now that you could name right off the top of your head?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's a struggle. What do you think about Minnesota? Is Minnesota going to be a power player in the playoffs? They're a nice team. Russell, Edwards, and Karl Anthony Towns. What do you think?
Nah. I don't see it.
Okay. So they'll make the playoffs, but they're not going to...
I'm not even sure if they'll make the playoffs.
Oh, really?
I'm not even
I'm not even sure if they make the playoffs.
I understand how they're playing right now.
Okay.
But they might end up being the play-ins and just get kicked out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. Anthony Edwards is nice.
He is.
He's not the leader on the team yet.
Yeah.
D'Angelo Russell and Karl Anthony Towns have more experience in the league, so they're definitely more comfortable when they're out there leading. But in order for Minnesota to be a top team, they're going to need Anthony Edwards to be the star.
Yeah.
The star, because he's the talent, man.
Rise up.
He's a talent. I like watching him play. He might be one of my favorite people to watch play right now is Anthony Edwards and John Morant. They saw the top young talent I see out there. I don't know what's really happening with Miami. Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, what's that? PJ Tucker, what's happening with Miami?
They're just another
just another team over there?
Yeah. That team.
Some teams have ceilings, huh?
Yeah, that team's really just waiting for the playoffs to come.
Okay. Kyle Lowry, they got a squad.
They got a squad. They're just waiting for it.
Adebayo's out. Miami could be nice. Miami might shock some people in the East.
They're definitely shocked.
They got swept by Giannis last year.
Yeah.
That was no good. That was
one game.
Not one game.
I was a little surprised about that.
Man, so yeah, I know we want to get back on here and do our NFL playoff predictions.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll do a video on that later this week. We just wanted to get back on here with the S&J family and let everybody know we are back. We are back up on our 7th episode. We just had those COVID precautions. What do they call it? COVID protocols.
Yep.
So we had to take COVID protocols for the last couple of weeks. I'm glad my man's back with us and feeling well. We staying healthy. We hope you all stay healthy. Any advice, any last words you want to give to the S&J Sports Talk family?
Just stay healthy, like you say. You know what I'm saying?
Just take care of your health.
At least try.
Drink lots of water. Get out in that sunshine. Get off of your cell phones and computers and get out in that sunshine and nature. But stay away from people. Don't get too close to people, man. I'm out sometimes in public and people walk all up on you and you're like, bro, back up.
Yeah.
Like, just back up. You all in my face and talking all that. Like, man, this is not the time for all that. Even me and you, we sit apart from each other here where it's like, we close, but we not, just have a little distance between you and people. So, and be careful. Take care of your loved ones. Take care of your family. And we'll be back on here later this week to give y'all these NFL playoff predictions. We already had the wild card last week, but we definitely want to get you all some of those, get in depth about some of these NFL matchups, and we'll get our brackets together. You could get your brackets together and let us know who's making it all the way to the Super Bowl. So that's what we're gonna be on. You all stay blessed. Peace and love from the S&J Sports Talk Show. Any last words, Jonathan?
No.
We're all good. Peace, peace.